change away, let me go.
Just love that water. Sometimes you can feel the water that's been, that is polluted, or you can sense it. There's a feeling about the water that you don't want to go near it. It's like energy. It's like anything else, like even human beings. You can know when they're giving off bad energy and you don't want to go near them. Sometimes you feel that. Only once I felt that in water, and that was in Ontario, the other side of Lake Ontario, on the American side. I just felt I didn't want to go near that water. And that was the time when we felt that it was really heavy. That water was really heavy and we carried it around Lake Ontario, the other side of Lake Ontario. And we did go near the water, but we didn't even touch it. We didn't even take our shoes off. We usually take our shoes off and wade in the waters when we take a break, a lunch break. And a year later, somebody sent me an article when I got to Thunder Bay a year later. And scientists have tested the water in Lake Ontario, and they labeled it heavy water because it has all kinds of chemicals in it, like uranium, plutonium, lead, iron, all kinds of stuff that had chemicals in that made it heavy. And so it really sent alarm bells for me in knowing that that water does contain many kinds of elements in it that we need to be careful. I'm getting really wet.
The Charter of Human Rights and Freedoms in the Canadian Constitution recognizes every person's right to life, liberty, and security of the person, and yet all depend upon water. Life depends upon water. Water is our mother, the earth's gift to us. Water is her lifeblood, and she gives her life's blood to us to nurture and sustain our lives. Water is a human right. Every human being deserves to receive the gift of our Mother, the Earth, in a clean and pure way, the way that she intended for us. Water is a human right. It is also much more. Our Mother, the Earth, gives the gift of life not only to human beings, but also to her other children, the animal beings, the plant beings, every being of creation, every living thing is a child of our Mother, the Earth. When we receive her gift of life, natural law requires us to ensure that her gift continues to flow to every being of creation in every time. Natural law requires us to respect ourselves as well as every other being. Water is a human right, and it is much more. Water is a gift.
In our tradition as Anishinaabe, we had known from the beginning of time that the Creator had seen ahead and planned for us to maintain a close relationship with our life force, which is water. So they saw fit to take care of us in a very beautiful way by placing water in a very sacred place. So in remembrance and in respect for that gift of life, we continue to pray and include water as a very integral and important part of our lives, not only our daily lives, but our ceremonial lives. We pray for the water. We seek to secure its pureness, its health and well-being for the future, for 7 generations to come.
We've never had running water or safe drinking water. Not from taps anyways. As for the water that comes from the lake, I don't think it's safe. Like, I'm not sure how much people boil their water, but I know my grandparents don't. I know my dad doesn't. They just drink it. But maybe they're immune to that. They're so used to it. That's probably why I get sick. We kept coming down with hepatitis. Like when our mother took us to the nursing station. That's what they told her that we had, because we had like scabs all over like our skin, like all over our body. Like I still have some marks and scars from that. Anyways, after that we just got sick. My brother got sick too. He had like a urinary traction. I don't know. He got sick the most. When I go there, like even today still, you see kids with those same scabs, and I remember I had those that looked like that too. Even their mouths, like on here. In the summertime, I would get sick because that was the longest time I'd have to stay there. Maybe like 4 weeks I had to stay there, and then I think every the second week, that's when I would get sick, like physically sick. At first, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought I was just homesick or something. But then my grandma took me to the nursing station, and they said my stomach wasn't immune to their water. In the wintertime, they would just like drill a hole through the ice and we just fetch it like that. Like, it's actually kind of dangerous. Like, I don't like doing it, but when I do it, I just scoop it out with a big pot. And I'm scared I'm gonna fall in because that has happened before. And it's so icy because the water is coming and sometimes it freezes. And I don't know. I don't like doing it. When we have like a fire in our community, usually we just like, it's not like a panic, but you can't really do much about it anyways. I remember when I was like a teenager, there was a forest, well not a forest fire, but there was a fire that started in the bush. And so we all got in the truck, and then all my cousins and I, and we drove right up to it, and we were just standing around looking at it. I was like, isn't anyone gonna do anything? Like, it was just burning, and that's what they did. They just stood around and looked at it, just watched. I found that kind of odd. Like, nobody was panicking. It's like maybe they're used to it like that. Like, just watching them burn, and I don't know. There's no fire hydrants. I wouldn't say a fire department, but they have like there's these big round barrels, like probably the size of this table. They drive around, and I think that's what they use to put out fires. My community also has like a big housing issues. Like, it's rare that we get new houses like every so often. It's not every year, and I knew they just got like 12 new houses, but there's like a big long waiting list. They have like this room, it's just a tub and a toilet, and that's it, and a sink, but there's no like running water in there. Some people, they actually turn those into bedrooms. Like, they take the tub out themselves, the toilet and the sink part. They take them out themselves and they just turn it into another bedroom because there's so much people living in one room.